This really came from getting an opportunity to work on both sides of the divide. We have a very politically aware and really active youth population in Nigeria at the moment.
Great, it's showtime.
The world of the LOT is a world packed with intense struggle in the face of differences that are very glaring. So the rich are extremely rich and the poor are extremely poor. But the thing that stands out for us is the role that the young people play to bring the story alive.
It's a story about society and politics and a lot of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. It is a timely story considering where we are right now in our social-political lives as a nation.
We await the arrival of the evidence.
I'm a big fan of stories that are not just entertainment but also education, and I think that's what the LOT is.
People like the youths being actively part of politics, it's not something that we've seen. And when I got the script for this, it would just seem to be addressing that niche, and I was very happy about it. My character is an entitled rich kid, gets what he wants, travels a lot, wears flashy clothes, flashy cars.
Evidence. Obi is like the front runner in the headquarters of the LOT, which is the leaders of tomorrow. He's the one that gingers everyone.
Heavily towards the gist that the seat has to be filled by a by-election.
What are they doing?
Leaders of tomorrow. I played the spontaneous and daredevil-ish character called Maureen Unduka. I will define her as the lady who will go the mile just for a means to an end. And when we say means to an end, we mean enemies to an end.
Character I play is an ex-military officer named Gilbert Ukaska. He is many things, a fixer, garbage man.
A little piece of advice. If you strike the head, the ship will scatter.
That is Otumba Bastia. These are the kingmakers, the godfathers in society. They plan everything and it has to be the way he wants and all. He represents the old breed. So he's like the antagonist in this project.
My character is a woman who is married to an extremely powerful man who has to be subtle, yet play the role of a nurturing mother to his son.
The way I describe Delmedia is the more you look, the less you see.
I am curious about you, though. A well-educated ex-military officer running a bar in the middle of nowhere.
In that he's one of those people that there's so much going on under the surface and he knows so much that he doesn't let on.
Redefine is an independent youth who is purpose-driven, focused. She's about good governance. She's about what the system should be like.
Honestly, to a great extent, we wouldn't be sitting down here today without Luminate. Because what Luminate did was they took one look at the direction we were going and said, listen, there could be something here. This speaks to the times. It speaks to the direction that, Luminate as an organization was headed in. But more than anything, they liked the idea that women were being represented in the story and that young people had a voice.
Using the power of storytelling and the power of film are able to get this message across not only to the young persons today, but also to be able to influence the behavior of all of us.
Everyone who lives in Nigeria knows that the game has changed, right? So for Luminate, it was and it is important that we work with the changing tides and ensure that young people are brought up to speed, brought on board.
The change that we speak of really is the kind that starts from the community. And so what would be amazing to see would be how young people will converge and coalesce in a manner that begins to drive some serious impact.
Guys, let's move before this becomes another snake swallow.
This is us speaking about what is going on already. I believe that what the LOT would do
to the youth is make them feel seen and make them realize that it is time. It would be fuel for a good cause.
So when we look at today and our future, Huda tells us what is possible when you educate and you provide the platform for young people and also young women, to participate in civic spaces, in political spaces.
The youth are ready. It is time. We're tired and we know it has to be done. Things have to be done a certain way. Of course, we were shut up by that, but I believe that this is going to trigger.
We are sending a very timely message to the youth, to the citizens, and to the human race as a whole.
Maureen Unduka, played by Linda Wasifu, and that's because she brought. It was such a delight to watch her play.
I'm ready for the interrogation.
LOT is beyond a film or movie project. I see it as a movement, and I mean, it was a no-brainer that I be part of this.
There is a very strong message behind it. I hope that particularly the youth watch this show and start to think that, okay, maybe we should get a bit more involved. Maybe we can have more of a say if we put more of an effort into it.
It's about time that young people get actively involved in politics beyond just being behind our keypads or behind our phones on Twitter or social media.
Hashtag justice for Nathan.
The support was just mind-bending, and we can't say thank you enough to all of our partners and to the executive producers who came on board to make this happen. I mean, just a big thank you to all of you.